So they say when you're trying to find yourself, think back to what you once loved to do when you were younger. For me, that's dance. But the thing is, I have not taken a dance class in 4 years. I'm changing that today. How y'all think it's gonna go? I'm about to book this dance class. And I'm like, all right. So I just checked just to make sure that it was actually still happening. And I'm going to book it. I feel everything inside of me being like, ugh, I don't want to go. It's Friday, man. This class is in the evening. It's gloomy outside. I really just want to sit on my you know what. But I'm not going to do that because I'm just making excuses. So I'm going to book just a drop-in rate class to see if I like it and go from there. So let's see. I'm in this thing. You want to see? Thanks for your booking. Hi. So I am about to go to dance class. I'm getting ready, putting on a little face. Nothing crazy because I know for sure I'm going to sweat. But I figured, why not make myself feel a little cute in my first day back in a class in 4 years, okay? So yeah, and while I'm doing that, I figured I could give you a bit of background on me and dance and why dance is the thing that I'm going to start with to try to get back in tune with myself on this journey of self-discovery. And we're going to see if I can do this. If I can talk and do my makeup at the same time. Child, I don't know. You're going to see. Literally, I was born into dance. Maybe I should get my stuff out first. My mom owns a dance studio. I was about to say own. That's why I emphasize like that. Owns a dance studio that her mother owned. It's been around for, oh my goodness, almost 55 years at this point. It's all I knew growing up. Literally born into that thing. And as soon as I could step into that dance studio, I was put in dance, okay? So literally when I say raised at the studio, all of my friends, except for a few of my school friends, except some of them ended up going to my studio as well. Just everything, my entire life was dance. And I started 2.5 in that thing and all the way up until I graduated from high school, but then I continued a bit. But the thing is, when I was growing up, so in the 90s, and it's really, I chuckle because it's really a shame because I feel like there are a lot of us out here that had this not been the sentiment, we would have possibly lived a more creative life sooner. But basically, I grew up, sentiment was, you're going to be a broke dancer if this is what you want to do. So you can do it, but just know that you're going to be broke. And wouldn't we know that nowadays, I mean, goodness, with the rise of social media at the time, because I came up during that time, dancers have been able to do so many things. But this was not a thing growing up. Literally, that's always in the back of your mind. And that, oh, I'm going to either be a starving artist or I'm going to have to get a real degree. In addition to that, another sentiment that I was also raised with is, and it's really a shame, but it's my truth, okay? So I grew up under a dance studio owner who, clearly I'm Black, and Black dance studio owners, typically, things are a little different. We live in this country, America. Color of our skin a lot of times determines who's going to come to your studio. It's a mess. But I grew up with the sentiment of, I don't want you to do this and struggle like I have with this studio. So imagine, I'm here, all I'm doing is freaking dance, okay? And I'm hearing this from the industry at large, also our teachers, also my parents, like all this stuff. But all I'm doing is dancing. So can you imagine how strange it must have been for younger elites to be like, well, I'm in dance. I do enjoy dance. I'm good at it. But if I want to pursue this, I'm going to be broke and and miserable. I also knew dancers who, the teachers, people who were actual professional performing artists who, they might have made money, but like soon as their bodies gave out, like, And the older I got, I realized these people also were mismanaging their money. But of course, I only got one side of things when I was younger. When I was about to graduate, enter senior year, it's like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'm like, and this was true. I was burnt out from dance to a certain extent. I did mention in one of my previous videos already that I realized I lacked self-confidence. So even though I was good at dance, people would tell me I was good. I, for some reason, just felt maybe I couldn't do it professionally. I think that being burnt out, which is reasonable when that's something that you've been doing your entire life, plus all the thoughts that were being put in my head, I'm like, I don't want to do this. Okay? I don't want to do this. Because of that, I did not audition for any dance programs in college. Oh, there they are. Found them. Looking back, maybe I just needed a break. Not necessarily completely abandon dance altogether, but life is life and it went the way it's supposed to go. Went to school, undergrad, with the intention of broadcast journalism major. I think I had taken a class in high school, but while I was there, I started wanting to dance again. Decided to be a dance minor at my university. The program was okay. It was mainly focused on ballet, but I was like, at least I'll be dancing, blah, 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 blah. Also, at the same time that I was deciding that I wanted to pursue a minor in dance, I also was like, you know what? I'm about to go try out for these different dance teams at school. I made it one of 2 Black girls on the team, okay? It was me and my roommate at the time. Funny enough. Let me tell you another pivotal moment, just putting all my business out there. I think it's important for us to maybe not be so hard on ourselves, because we were just following the people around us, a lot of us, trying to find ourselves and whatnot. This was freshman year when I was starting to get the itch that I was like, I want to dance again. And part of it was I was in this minor program, and one of my professors at the time, he was our jazz professor. And he was like, Elise, you sure you don't want to be a major? You should be a major. And I was like, I don't know. And he's like, no, you really should do it. And so I thought about it, and it was early enough for me to change. This was maybe the end of my first semester. And I was like, dang, maybe I should think about this. I had a conversation with my mom. I think she was well-intentioned at the time. Well, I don't think it should have been this way. But basically, she said, if you want to be a major, you need to leave that school because dance program isn't that good and you would just be wasting your time. I remember crying on the phone, it was dramatic, okay? I don't want to leave. I've made friends. I love my experience here. Well, I didn't want to leave the school, and I was like, forget it. Forget it. I just continued on with the minor, but I was getting my dance fix in other ways. In addition to that team that I was on, I did that for a year. And then I was like, you know what? Let me go audition for this dance team, the university official dance team. Did that, made it. Once again, one of 2 Black girls on the team. But I did that for a year, was busy as hell. We performing boy basketball games and the girl basketball games, the gymnastics meets, soccer tournaments, all these things. Great time, very busy, okay? I decided to leave the dance team, not continue for my last 2 years because I pledged sorority and it was just too much. But I still got my dance fix because I was on the step team, and then I also, 1 year was the step team captain. So we were performing, we were stepping, and just a great time. Why do I feel like my nose looks funny? Does it? Does my nose look funny? Graduated from school, didn't know what the heck I wanted to do. Even though here I am, this degree in freaking student loans. I was like, you know what? I had been dancing the whole time, and so I was still in shape. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll audition for a cruise line. Maybe I'll go audition for Disney, for the theme parks, be a dancer. Did that and didn't get either one of those. These companies need to do better of letting people know they don't get it. Now, Disney let me know because they cut you right in the room. I made it all the way to the end right before they cut the final people. And I think they asked us, where do you live? And they were trying to see how fast you could get to Orlando. Some mess. But the cruise line, I'd never heard from that. So I don't even know what the heck happened. I said, let me just go and do what I know, which was the dance studio. I went back, started teaching again. Forgot to mention I started teaching dance when I was 15. To the little 3 to 5 year olds, really gave me some great experience. But I went back to teach dance, which then turned into me working within on the business operational side. And I discovered that I really enjoyed that stuff. This is a story for another day about how and why that's no longer what I'm doing. I ended up going to grad school for arts administration arts administration, because I realized I really enjoyed that stuff. I taught dance. I found dance studios to teach at. I wanted to be able to take way more dance classes than I got to take, but I didn't. And, life just took over. Life took over. I was in school full time. I was working full time, teaching dance. I just didn't have time to go to dance classes or really the money. There were a couple times I was taking classes here and there, but nothing consistent. Then COVID happened, and I was moving around in the DMV, and I kept moving further and further away from the good dance studios for adults, and I just haven't found a studio. Here we are today, where I'm about to finally go to a dance class. I've been kind of checking out this studio that is only about 30 minutes from my house. We're going to see how this goes. I'm really just hoping that, I was going to say that my body works with me, but I have been working out, not in the way that I did when I was dancing. It's just different, but I've taken different classes. I've done like pole classes and stuff, and I've been fine. But I'm looking forward to it. Looking back, I realized how much dance helped me stay sane growing up. I now know that physical activity, of course, literally does help lower your stress levels. But I remember like looking back times when I didn't feel like going to class at all. Maybe I was emotional about some little boy or something at school, whatever. Maybe mad with my parents, something. And then I would go to dance class, and that would all go away, and I would have fun. And by the time class was over, I wasn't thinking about that stuff. I am looking forward to, having that feeling. I'm looking forward to getting back in tune with my body, because I feel like I'm comfortable in my body, but not as comfortable as I could be. So that's what I'm looking forward to this evening. I'm a little nervous too, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying not to put pressure on myself. Growing up at the time that I did with dance, things were always so serious, okay? That's not where I am. Like, I'm really looking for dance to make me feel good for real. So go finish my makeup and then head on over to the studio.
Stay in the middle lane.
I am done. It was good. I did not get any footage of myself dancing because the system was focused. It was like my brain trying to figure out how to do a puzzle again, but I did it. And I was like, okay, got a good workout in. I'm tired. So I'm back home. I have eaten some dinner, sat for a little bit, and now I'm about to get in the tub. This 32-year-old body is like, girl, what was you doing today? But overall, it was a great experience. I really liked it. I would definitely go back. I want to try a couple other of the instructors' classes and then go from there and like see how often I want to go. It's like a 30-minute drive on the toll road, and then tolls, man. Also, like, the classes are, of course, later in the evening, and so I don't know. I just have to see like how I want to do it. I really hate that I didn't get any footage of myself. It's okay, because that's not what I was focused on. I was focused on like that brain body connection, which was wild to just experience my body and my brain trying to catch up to each other, depending on what the move was. It's never too late to revisit things that you once loved and enjoyed. And also, I didn't take myself too serious in the class. I was just like, dang, like I was in there laughing to myself when I felt like I was tripping over my feet. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I'm about to end it here. I got my tub running because one thing I do know, I'm no longer 20. And I gotta be kind to my body. My body is definitely screaming. It is done, okay? I encourage you to think back to things that you used to do that maybe you've forgotten about or you haven't done, and give it a try. Just see what you can do. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out my other videos, and I'll link them here, and I will see you next time.